have one more question for you. And this is something that is particularly important to Tracy and I, as we are trying to sort of build Bellator Catholic Media, Bellator Society. And some of the things that we have run into over the past year and a half of doing this new kind of thing is this weird, and I don't think it's just about social media or Catholic media or anything like that, but like it's the human condition of this turfiness and this comparison and this competition among us when we should all be facing the same direction, especially if we have these, this Christian ethic of serving the Lord and really looking for our own Calcuttas. I know that you have a special devotion to Mother Teresa, so that might resonate with you. How do we avoid that? How do you, not we, how do you, or do you, like, how does that affect you? Because like we've had so many instances where people were like, we're doing the same thing as you are, do you mind coming on our live stream? And they're like, yeah, no. And it's like, oh, I didn't even like, what is your experience there? You don't have to give too much.
Yeah, no, it can be hard. It can be really tough when you feel like you're being slighted or there's a I do not like competition. I mean, I would like for us to all be one big happy family and we're all moving each other forward and encouraging each other. And it doesn't always feel that way. And I know sometimes I probably maybe, when I'm feeling insecure, I might not give off that vibe either. At the end of the day, I always think, and I know this is overly simplistic, but I know it's the truth, is a priest friend of mine who said, holiness will solve all your problems, and it's like in those moments when I feel slighted, when I feel judged, when I feel insecure or rejected, is like, being aware of what those feelings are and not dwelling on them though, and going back to put my focus back on Jesus, trust that he will direct my steps, and that's why I kind of do feel so passionate about this. The last 2 books I've written have just been these super practical books, because I think a lot about the fact that, God created us to know him, and our hearts won't rest until they rest in him, but he also gave us a vocation. So it's like, I'm a wife and a mom, and I clean bathrooms and clean a kitchen. And what does that have to do with me being holy? How can what Mother Teresa did, how does that apply to me? And it's not mutually exclusive. It looks different, but it really is like God wants us to be constantly inviting him back into the center of all the things we do. And that's where we find the peace, and I think I'm all for, reading books, knowing yourself, and so again, I know that's overly simplistic, but at the end of the day, that's where the answers lie. It's like, what would Jesus have me do? How do I let go of these things that I hold so tightly to, and that's where we get real freedom and peace.
Amen.